That is one fucking way to start off a brand new season of this show. Is this even a new season? I'm not even sure. They changed the intro. And by the way, the intro looks freaking fantastic. And this episode was so cool. I really liked this one. I know I say that every single time I review one of these things, but when a show is this good, it really is this good. I mean, the first thing I want to talk about is the music in this one. I couldn't help but feel like I was watching a Disney movie when I was watching this episode, and that's a great thing. There's like two or three musical numbers in this episode. There's one in particular, like a montage that reminds me of something straight out of Hercules. Like I love that. I actually really hate musical numbers in most things, but this show makes it work, and when it works, it freaking works. This was a really, really cool episode with some great action in it. So basically, the premise of this one is Pearl is training Connie to be a knight. She's training her to be the knight of Steven. You know, like be his aide, be his beck and call. And it starts to get kind of creepy towards the end of how dedicated she wants Connie to be. It's a little creepy. She's kind of like molding her into a little robotic version of herself, which leads to an emotional breakdown later in the episode. Speaking of which, this is probably Pearl's greatest performance in the entire series. I'm just gonna say it. I really felt like it was a really great emotional thing for her, and we delve like I've never understood her relationship with Rose Quartz. I always thought maybe it was a love kind of thing. Was it just dedication? This one kind of puts into perspective that it was a dedication kind of thing. She felt a duty to her. She felt like she was her knight and that she had to do everything in her power to protect her. And I understand that, but this is kind of a creepy degree to do it. Like, really. Also, another really cool thing about this, not only does Connie get trained to use a sword, Steven has like a complete control of his shield, which is awesome. I talked about earlier in an episode, I don't remember which review it was, if I even posted that, I don't know. But I talked about how I didn't like the fact, I liked how Steven was slowly progressing, but I was hoping that later in the show that he'd be able to master his shield power. And in this episode, he seems to have full fucking control. Like, he just whips the thing out whenever he needs it, which is awesome. And it shows that him and Connie, when the time calls for it, these two can be an amazing team in battle. And I can't wait to see that in action. Steven even hints at like upcoming battles and things like that they're going to work together. Oh my god, this episode's great. I'm looking so forward to those future action scenes because these two together, they make a pretty awesome fucking team. They end up fighting. They square off against Pearl, and that's a really cool action sequence. It's pretty short, and the Hollow Pearls make a return. You know those creepy hologram things from Steven the Sword Fighter? They make a comeback, and they're still just as creepy as before. Pearl and Amethyst don't have much to do in this episode, which is kind of a bummer, but yeah, and not every episode could be about them. This one's more centered around Pearl, Connie, and Steven, and it all works really well. I also really like Connie as a character. It would have been really easy for the writers to just make her that annoying friend of Steven's that just kind of tags along the adventures and is just kind of along for the ride, but she actually wants to be helpful in this. I don't know if it's just because like Pearl kind of brainwashed her a little bit, but towards in this episode she talks about how she wants to be there for Steven. And I genuinely feel like she's his friend, like she really wants to be there for him, to protect him, to be there to fight for him, you know, just to be on his side. She's not just standing there and looking at things that are happening. She's not a damsel in distress. She's none of those cliches that I really don't like with these tag along female characters. She's really active. She wants to help. She picks up a sword. She wants to kick ass. Like, I love that about Connie's character. I'm slowly starting to love her more and more the more that she's shown. I originally just thought she was going to be like Steven's obligatory love interest, like, oh, he needs a girl to fucking like whatever. But she's slowly evolving into one of my favorite parts about this show. This is a great way to start a second season. We got a new intro, that's fantastic. We got a little more backstory into Pearl, the war, her dedication to Rose Quartz, a lot of stuff. This was just, if this is a prelude to things to come this season, I have no doubt the season 2 is going to be not only amazing, but better than season 1 of Steven Universe. Totally looking forward to more. Great episode, guys. I'll see you in the next one.